Now, what did you think about Josh Allen exiting stage left yesterday? Did you expect him to go further? Because, Devin, I know you thought that the Bills had the possibly best path to the Super Bowl. What changed? Steelers coach, why am I blanking out his name right now?
Mike Tomlin.
Yeah, Tomlin. I heard he's out. Looks like he might be going to do commentating. Have you heard anything else?
I just think he's retiring, right?
Yeah, but I think he's going. I heard. I don't know if it's true. I heard. So allegedly that he's gonna go do sports commentating and news, like anchoring type stuff, which I could see for him. I feel like, I don't know, maybe this is not true, but I've always felt like his full personality could not come out as a Steelers coach. I'm gonna just say it.
That's
That's
true.
what I said to somebody the other day. I feel like he was partially restrained. And
Yeah.
I feel like, we're going to know more of who he is if he goes in a role like that. Am I crazy, or does that seem legit to you?
He was always funny, I think.
You think so? What about you, Devin?
I also think he was always funny. I think he's going to be great on TV
Yeah.
for a year or two, and then he'll find a job that he likes and come back. I don't think he's done coaching at all.
How many teams do you think have actually repeated in Super Bowl history? If one of y'all know this, I'm going to give you $100. How many?
I could probably tell you.
Yeah, all right, don't look it up. So let's talk about John Moran and the trade demand. Grizzlies internal drama going on. Have you heard anything about that? Is he going February, I think 5th is the trade deadline. He's sidelined with a calf injury. What's going to happen next with him?
Well, he played today.
Did he? Okay, how did he do?
They're in London. He had 24 points, 13 assists.
Okay.
So, I mean, if they're probably still gonna trade him.
Yeah, but it seems like he wants to be out of Memphis anyway, right? And he's kind of made it known.
He doesn't want to be out of Memphis. Memphis is treating him bad.
Oh, they treated him bad. How so?
Yeah, the Pistons, they're focused on playing good defense, rebounding, and being aggressive, and it's worked for them so far, and it worked for them last year, and they doubled down, and they're dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah, I think identity crisis can be problematic and very costly, especially down the road. So if people don't have one, they better figure it out soon. But if they don't, it could cost them down the road. Is Wemby already a top 10 player? Would you
Yes.
already put him on that list? Really?
Yes.
For
Top
sure?
5. He's a top 5 player.
Top 5. Who else would you put on the top 5 with him?
Jokic, Doncic, SGA, and Giannis. Although Anthony Edwards, you could argue Anthony Edwards could take Wemby's spot, but I wouldn't press that issue.
You couldn't argue Jalen Brown.
He could. He's fighting his way in there for sure.
Happy New Year, everyone, to all of our people. Happy 2026. Yeah, so let's just get right to it, okay? All right, I've still got on my green. Yes, the Eagles have lost, but I just need one more moment in my green. I've been wearing green almost every day. I got green on my nails every day. Yes, I'm going through the grieving process for the season because it was hard for me to grieve it that day because we actually opened a 3-podcast studio in Jersey City. You want to check it out. The link's going to be here. Fly hotspot that you want to check out. Anyway, so I was on a real high and I couldn't really go that low because the Eagles had lost that day. So it's taking me a moment. And this is probably the final moment for me to just get it all out. So Eagles fans out there, I know this one hurts. First round season's already over, earlier than we thought it should be. I agree. There's no sugarcoating it. And I said this to somebody, our team just did not play like we were hungry enough. There seemed to be a lot of people feeling uncomfortable in what they were doing and how they were playing, especially on the offense. And it's things because Philly's, usually better than that. Here's one thing, though. The window's not closed. We still got Jalen Hurts. We still got Saquon, I believe. I hope he stays. We got A.J. Brown. I don't think he's going nowhere. Devontae Smith, Jalen Carter. We got quite a few pieces. I feel like we can add a few more in the offseason. So we're going to talk at some point today about what went wrong, how they can change it, why there's still reason to believe that Philly can be dangerous. And, sometimes I think a little bit of loss is good for the soul because it makes you hungrier. You taste defeat and you don't want to taste it no more. So you're going to bring it even stronger. So I have hope for the next season. And we're going to see what they put into place that allows us to be able to do that. So let's start with your reactions. I'm going to take it. Just give it to me now about the Eagles. Reece, we'll start with you. Just give it to me. Let's go.
Much to say. You just lost.
This is true. This is a known fact. What about you, Devin?
Yeah, I don't know. Eagles lost because they're not that good a team. Haven't played that well in a while, so it's not really surprising. Yeah, they lost because Jalen Hurts isn't like a super good quarterback, and
You hating on Jalen again?
I'm not hating. I'm telling you what happened. The offensive coordinator, he got fired, and that seemed like a long time coming. He wasn't a very good offensive coordinator. Yeah, but I thought was gonna happen happened. So
All I'm gonna say is I got this for Christmas and this too actually. But we're coming back and all that hate, y'all could just keep it over there because all will be well in the neighborhood. So let's talk about the Broncos first, becoming like a legit playoff team. For real, for real. How do you feel about the Broncos, Devin? Taking it all.
they're a good team. There's unfortunately Bo Nix broke his ankle.
I was surprised.
On the second to last play of the game, which is just terrible luck. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to get a bunch more done. I mean, I don't know. Who knows? So that defense out of the line, maybe they could shock somebody next round, but my money is on them going home versus the Texans or the Patriots
Mm.
um, next round. But it was a great game. They played a great game and they won. So props to them.
That was a great game. So what happened? Like I remember seeing the game. I remember seeing him giving an interview. I missed the whole breaking ankle part.
But with Knicks?
Yeah, Bo Nix.
Yeah, I don't think anybody really knew what happened until they announced it.
Right. I was just like, wait, what? I saw him giving an interview after the game and he didn't wasn't wincing. He didn't look crazy, whatever. But Reese, did you see any of that game?
I caught the end actually going into overtime. I caught the
Yeah.
field goal. They went to overtime. I left, and I heard that the Bills lost.
Yeah. Shout out to N, my other son, who would not take my call after the Bills lost. Now we're together on the couch. You was just joking with me a couple of hours earlier that I was on the couch. Now we all on the couch together. Love you though. Devin, can you please send my regards? Okay. All right. So you saw the Seahawks game last night?
Brock Purdy was holding the ball in the backfield a lot because his team couldn't get open because the Seahawks defense is that good. Yeah, it was
Yeah, that was a straight blowout. Devin, what did you think?
Yeah,
I
it was a
stopped
rout.
watching. Huh?
It was a rout. The Seahawks are a great team. They're a great defense. They get to the ball really fast. Yeah, they hunt, and they got what they needed to get done. Mike McDonald is a great defensive head coach. Should probably be in the front runner for Coach of the Year. That defense is special, and they're going to be a tough out for anybody who they play.
Yeah. Special teams too. You saw that first one, the first play of the game? I was like, oh, they're coming out swinging hard. And I was just like, all right. But yeah, it was I stopped watching, I think probably like halftime. I fell asleep. I was just like, yeah, I'm done. So do you feel like they're a dark horse that nobody saw coming? Did you see them coming? 'Cause I don't feel like I saw them coming like that, the way they've come, honestly.
but nobody was paying attention to them because defense is not pretty,
Yeah,
so
true.
people weren't really paying that much attention.
True. Defense wins championships. They say it all the time. I think that's actually true. Now for the Patriots. Nobody thought people didn't think that they were going to be here this early, like returning, looking as good as they do, right? Some people were saying that they're going all the way to the Super Bowl. I don't know if I fully agree, but I do think they have a nice, well-rounded team without any major, ego issues, which I think is actually important to winning a Super Bowl championship. Devin, what are your thoughts on Reese on the Patriots?
I think they're a good team. I think it's going to matter who they play. To play the Broncos without, but I think this will probably be a very tough game for them. If they can win this week, I think they should win next week. The Texans are a really great defense, so it's going to be tough to get by them. But if they can put it together, win, they have a great quarterback, I think. Yeah, good defense, solid defense, good offense. So it depends on if they can win this week.
Yeah, they were not supposed to look this organized just yet. Reese, what do you think? Did you see it coming too or no?
No, I knew they were. I know. Definitely saw it coming. I thought that they were definitely a dark horse, maybe not even a dark horse to win this Bowl. So I'm not really
Really?
surprised. I think the pieces kind of fell in line for them. Are they playing the Broncos next?
Yeah, if they win.
Yeah, so they got lucky. Like they might actually win that. Who are they?
Right.
Who do they play today?
Texans.
Yeah, I think they're gonna win. So
Texans are a really good defense.
You think so?
Texans are a really, really good defense. It's
Yeah,
gonna be a
Texans
tough
get
game.
up. They get up.
but they're not a better defense
Yes, they are. Whoever you want to name, they are.
than the
The
Seahawks.
best defense in the league.
Yes.
Well, the Seahawks, I mean, there's an argument, but I would say the Texans are the better defense. I think the Texans are the best defense in the league.
The Texans about to get up today. I've
There's
seen
definitely
them.
an
They are.
argument, though.
Do they play at 3?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, they're about to get up. What? Texans show up for games like this. They bring everything for games like this. So I think it's going to be real interesting. I mean, I think people expected chaos in the AFC, but nobody thought it was going to be this tight. It's going to be, I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait for the games tonight. So it almost feels like there's a shift of power. It's not even like the whole thing to me is upside down. Like none of these teams are the teams that we were talking about at the get-go, really.
Right.
That we're now talking about going all the way. It doesn't just feel like it's a shift of one team here and there. It's like a whole power shift. Would you agree or no?
Well, I think it's just all the best quarterbacks are having really bad team seasons and maybe kind of individual too sometimes.
Mm,
So it's kind of, I don't know, it's just a wonky year in the NFL, I feel like.
it really is. But it makes for great football.
Yeah, that it does.
Yeah, it's like any day at this point. It's not even any given Sunday. It's like any day at this point. So are the Bears still in it? No, right?
Yes, they are. They play
They
tonight.
are? Okay.
Who do they play?
The Rams.
When?
8 o'clock, I think.
You think they could win that?
Yeah, it's in Chicago, which means it's going to be really cold.
Yeah.
And the Rams are a warm weather dome team.
Why
Yeah.
you're not going, Devin?
I don't have the funds for that quite yet. Hopefully
Oh, the
soon.
funds.
Who knows? If this thing works out, maybe I'll be attending Bears playoff games.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. Yes. This could work out though. I mean, for real, that you could be all in the front row, getting some VIP treatment, all that. Oh man. Okay, so let's talk about the coaching whole situation, right? Harbaugh, I hear is coming to the. How come y'all didn't get him, Devin?
I thought
Harbaugh?
Yeah.
We have Aaron Glenn.
And you're happy with him?
And we just got him last year. He was a pretty hot head coaching candidate. To give up out on him after a year would look kind of panicky.
Uh-huh.
Plus, I don't know if Harbaugh would be interested in this job, to be honest.
Yeah, why do you think he's going to the Giants?
Because they have a good quarterback.
Yeah.
They have a lot of young defensive talent. And they have a lot of defensive talent in general.
Yeah.
They have a good young quarterback, good young running back, assuming Scadaba comes back relatively the same. Good young receiver, assuming Neighbors comes back around the same. They have a lot of pieces on both sides of the ball. Really, the only thing they need is an offensive line, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I know. I believe he wants to coach Jackson Dart, who has shown signs of just being really edgy and hungry and all that. And like you said, Scottaboo is pretty good. Reese, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think they're a good team. I think definitely Harbaugh would need kind of like a reset. I think he would like to coach a young team like that.
Let's see that New York energy. Maybe finally a New York team gonna have some real New York energy. I feel like Jackson Dart. I don't know where he's from. Where is he from? But I feel like he got New York energy for some reason.
He went to Ole Miss. I don't know where he's from originally.
Yeah, I like his energy for New York. I think it's good New York energy. It's a little edgy, but that's what it is. So, what's his name? Steelers coach. Why am I blanking out on his name right now?
Mike Tomlin.
Yeah, Tomlin. I heard he's out. Looks like he might be going to do commentating. Have you heard anything else?
I just think he's retiring, right?
Yeah, but I think he's going. I heard. I don't know if it's true. I heard. So allegedly that he's gonna go do sports commentating and news, like anchoring type stuff, which I could see for him. I feel like I don't know. Maybe this is not true, but I've always felt like his full personality could not come out as a Steelers coach. I'm gonna just say it.
That's
That's
true.
what I said to somebody the other day. I feel like he was partially restrained. And
Yeah.
I feel like, we're going to know more of who he is if he goes in a role like that. Am I crazy or does that seem legit to you?
He was always funny, I think.
You think so? What about you, Devin?
I also think he was always funny. I think he's going to be great on TV for a year or two, and then he'll find a job that he likes and come back. I don't think he's done coaching at all. But I think it's going to be nice that he'll be on TV, saying around the game, like Sean Payton did. And then he'll be back soon enough.
Yeah, fair enough. I think there will be plenty of people who will be wanting to have him back. So That's a good thing. Now, what did you think about Josh Allen exiting stage left yesterday? Did you expect him to go further? Because Devin, I know you thought that the Bills had the possibly best path to the Super Bowl. What changed?
Well, Josh Allen didn't play his best game. They turned the ball over 5 times in that game. Josh Allen was responsible for 4 of them. Sean McDermott, as a defensive-minded coach, they gave up 33 points against Bo Nix and the Broncos. That kind of can't really happen. Yeah, it is a collapse in my opinion, but the Broncos are a good team. All credit goes to them for the win. It's not like they just lucked into it. They beat them because they played well. But yeah, the Bills, it's very disappointing for them because this was supposed to be their year, and they're not going to get many better chances at the Super Bowl than this.
Yeah.
Why did they, when they won the coin toss, why did they ask to kick?
Who?
The Bills.
They won it? I
Yeah,
missed that part of the game.
they asked.
I missed just that second, I think. I didn't know that they asked to kick.
And I was like, because the Broncos.
Yeah, I knew that. I'm interested that they deferred if there's 15 minutes. Well, if there's 15 minutes, I think, no, the right decision is to defer. Because if there's 15 minutes, you're probably going to get the ball back. And they did get the ball back. And I think they got to stop first. Yeah, they did. They got to stop.
They got the ball, and then they
got the
score.
ball. And then they didn't score. So it wouldn't have made a difference in the game. But I think also, if you're in OT and you have 15 minutes, I think the right decision is to defer.
Good point. So I know the NFL, and it's Martin Luther King Day tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow. The NFL is honoring MLK with "Choose Love" as the messaging. I love that. I've seen it on the helmets, the back of the helmets of the players ahead of the divisional weekend. I think it's great. We should all choose love in our lives, with those we know and those we don't know. So shout out to the NFL for doing that. I like it. I like it a lot. Shaheed, did you see his 95-yard return? I was talking about that earlier.
Yeah, it was a great return.
Yeah. 95 yards kickoff return. I thought that was probably the play of yesterday, in my opinion. Maybe there was something else that I missed, but for me, that was it.
It's Rashid Shaheed. With the seam, Shaheed breaks through. Still going. A flag flies. Shaheed's going to take it all the way. Let's see if it stands.
Have you been thinking about starting a podcast or leveling up your content? If you're in the tri-state area, Control Room in Jersey City is the place to create. High-tech equipment, 3 unique recording studios, your vibe, your vision, your voice. Learn more on mycontrolroom.com.
I know the NFL is having Super Bowl MVPs honored during its I think halftime lineup, so that's pretty cool. Tre'Davious White apparently might be disciplined because he slammed his helmet after they lost to Denver. I can understand the young man's frustration. I don't know if the context of it, I didn't actually see it, but things happen. Now, let's talk about these Seahawks here and how sneaky they are, right? I feel like, honestly, watching them play yesterday for a little bit, and I could see a Seahawks-Texans matchup. Is that possible?
Those are the 2 best defense in the league, so it's definitely possible.
Yeah, I would want to see that in the Super Bowl at this point. Apparently, because my Eagles decided we weren't going this year, but y'all better be ready for next year because I got all my green and I need to keep wearing it for longer. Just saying. I just have to go back there for a second. So let's talk, though, because I wanted to explore this concept with y'all. So I did some fascinating research, and I want to share it with you guys because, I was feeling the way I've been feeling the way about the Eagles losing. How many teams do you think have actually repeated in Super Bowl history? If one of y'all know this, I'm going to give you $100. How many?
I could probably tell you.
Yeah, all right. Don't look it up.
The Packers did, I'm pretty sure. You're talking about
Check.
Super Bowl in the Super Bowl history, or
Yes,
in the
repeat.
I think don't do it as I'm doing it. The Packers did it, I'm pretty sure. I think the Cowboys did it. I think the Broncos did it. The Chiefs did it. I don't think the Patriots ever. The Patriots might have. I don't know. I don't know. They didn't. I don't think they ever did.
Out of all his.
No, they did. They did. The Patriots did. The Patriots did. The Patriots did. The Chiefs did. The Cowboys did. The Broncos did.
4.
And maybe the Packers. That'd be my guess.
Pretty close, Devin. Pretty close.
Oh, the Raiders. The Raiders.
For coming from the Dome, that's pretty close. So, successful repeats.
Oh, Niners.
Niners are in there. You're pretty good. You might get like $75 out of that.
Who did I miss?
So the Packers were first, 66-68. The Packers. The Dolphins, 72-74. The Steelers, 74-75. And the Steelers again. Oh, that was going to be another trivia question. The Steelers are the only team that did it back to back. Like not twice, not back to back, but twice. Repeated twice. Let me restate that. And then the 49ers, Cowboys, and the Broncos.
So the Chiefs never what? The Chiefs? They did repeat though, the Chiefs.
I don't think so.
Because they were going for the 3P?
Yeah, I don't think so. Let me see. The Chiefs, 2019 Super Bowl winners. They lost the one right after. Then 2022 they won, and they lost 2023 NFC title game. According to my records.
They definitely went back to back.
Yeah, they did. They won in 2023 and 2024.
Did they?
They went back to back. I don't think the Patriots might have never went back to back. That's a possibility.
The Patriots is not on my list. I don't know why the Chiefs are not. We're gonna have to verify that.
Yeah, the Patriots. The Patriots never. No, the Patriots did. 2004, 2005, they did too. And the Patriots did it too.
Let me see. Hold on. We're gonna have to double check that.
Patriots and Chiefs did it.
Patriots and Chiefs did it as well. So you're saying it's 9 teams instead of 7?
So I missed the Steelers twice and the Dolphins, and that's it.
Yeah. But do you know the last time that happened?
The Chiefs.
Yeah, you just said it.
23. 23,
24. Yeah.
23. Yeah.
23-24 is when?
Yeah, 23-24. That was 2 years ago.
Right. But before that, I don't think it had happened for a long time.
No, it's the Patriots in 2005, 2004.
Yeah.
It had been like 20 years.
Yeah, it's been 20 years. So I was trying to research this because I'm like, well, how bad are we really, right? Compared to for not repeating the Eagles, that is, the Birds. And apparently it's not that many teams that haven't done it. And in our kind of era, I think it's 2 so far. So, it's not that bad. Of all, how many teams are in the NFL? Is it like 40 or something? I forget.
32.
32? Yeah, so, I mean, I'm just finding something to anchor in, and that's it. But I was fascinated to know that the Steelers were the ones who had done it 2 times because I did not know that. So that was new information for me. All right, so first of all, let's just say at this point, who are you picking for the Super Bowl? Who you have as your matchup, and who do you have as your winner? Because we're going to do this now until we get there, which is not that far away. What matchup do you have, and who do you have as the winner?
Rams, Patriots, Rams win.
Okay. Why?
I mean, with the Bills out of it, I think if the Patriots and the Rams win today, it'd be tough to see them losing to the next team that they would. Well, the Rams will have to play the Seahawks, so the Seahawks could mess it up and they could make the Super Bowl. But I don't know. I still think the Rams have probably the best offense left in football, and I think the Rams and Patriots probably have the 2 best quarterbacks left in football, and I think quarterbacks win Super Bowls.
Okay. What about you, Reese?
I'm gonna go Seahawks, Patriots.
Okay, why? Who wins? Who wins and why?
I think the Patriots will. Ooh, I don't know.
Having a tough time picking up.
Like, I don't know. I don't want to count the Rams out because I think that they could win, but I also think that they could lose. Like, it could be bad. Like, no, they play really good against good teams. But the Texans aren't making it.
Pick, son. Pick. You got to pick.
I think I'm gonna go Rams, Patriots too.
Why? Same reason or different?
Because the Rams haven't lost to all the good teams that they play. They beat. They don't really lose to good teams like that. Like, I don't know. I think Stafford's like ability to march down the field. I think their defense isn't bad enough to where like they're gonna give up a bunch of points. So I think the Rams are gonna win. And I think they're gonna go to the finals, play against the Patriots. I want the Patriots to win, so I'm gonna say the Patriots are gonna win. But I think if the Rams make it, I think the Rams are gonna beat the Patriots.
Okay, I'm going off the reservation with Texans and Patriots. And I'm calling the Texans to win it because I believe that they have an amazing defense. I believe defense wins championships, and I believe they are underestimated, which could cause problems and for teams facing them going forward. So let's pop over to the NBA. Playoff basketball. The Lakers are pulling up with LeBron, still kind of, running around here like he's 20-something. The Celtics are saying it's their time. Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown, Cade Cunningham is doing his thing with the Pistons, young, loud, noisy. It's the internet's favorite time of the year. And it's about to be interesting. We got Jokic over there controlling the game like a chess match, and Luka is cooking one-on-one. Giannis, well, you know, he just comes down with some bad intentions. So I'm excited. I'm finally locked in to basketball because I got to confess, when football is on, I'm really not. But I am now locked in. Reese, what's your take on what's going on in the NBA?
Just mid-season, All-Star's about to hit, so just excited for All-Star break. Yeah.
I know, we went to All-Star. It was fun. So let's talk about Ja Morant and the trade demand, Grizzlies' internal drama going on. Have you heard anything about that? Is he going February? I think 5th is the trade deadline. He's sidelined with a calf injury. What's going to happen next with him?
Well, he played today.
Did he? Okay, how did he do?
They're in London. He had 24 points, 13 assists.
Okay.
So, I mean, if they're probably still gonna trade him.
Yeah, but it seems like he wants to be out of Memphis anyway, right? And he's kind of made it known.
He doesn't want to be out of Memphis. Memphis is treating him bad.
Oh, they treated him bad. How so?
A whole bunch of since I don't know. He's had a lot of off the court stuff. They brought in a new coach, which isn't really helping. Yeah, so it's difficult.
Okay, it's just not a good match. It's not a match made in heaven or on earth. It sounds like.
Well, yeah, it's run its course.
Okay. Any trade deadline rumors that you heard that you think are legit?
I don't know what else. Zion Williamson might get traded. Probably will get traded. I don't think Anthony Davis is getting traded anymore. He's hurt. Who else, Devin?
MPJ could get moved.
Oh, he will get moved actually because he's at it's a high sell.
Besides that, I don't think it's gonna be a lot of drama. Yeah,
unless we get something wild like last year.
I think Reese mentioned everybody that
Okay.
would be a big name that might possibly get traded unless we're forgetting somebody.
So what team do you think is actually one move away from getting a title, getting the championship, and who's fooling themselves? Or is this the right time? Do they need to wait? The other question is, do they need to wait? Are they one move away from a title? Are they fooling themselves? Or do they need to just hold steady and wait?
Maybe the Lakers.
Like who would they need? What would they need that you think would make them kind of seal the deal?
Probably wing shooters and defenders.
Okay. Devin, do you agree? Disagree?
I agree. I think definitely defense. They've had a bad defense. Luke has been a bit of a liability in recent times. They need defense. They need shooting. Yeah. I think the Thunder should also be in the market for Michael Porter Jr. because they need more shooting and less defense.
What would they give up for?
I'm not sure, but they have a lot of picks, and I don't know if Lou Dort should be starting on this team.
That would be interesting move if they made it. To see how he fits in with their culture.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Is like, do you make a move to figure out your identity as a team, or do you already have your identity and you just bring somebody in that's gonna accentuate it, right? And I think teams have to be careful about doing the former actually versus the latter, which is you need to know who you are as a team and bring somebody in. Like if you are your defense is your top tier, then you should know that and be accentuating that.
Right.
Do you think some teams have identity crisis right now? Is kind of where I'm going with this.
I think a lot of teams do.
Like which ones?
I'd probably say most.
Most of them?
Yeah.
What about you, Devin?
Probably around half.
Wow. So when do you think that funnels down and gets tighter and they find themselves? Like in April or not?
Some teams never find it.
Never?
A lot of teams never do.
Never?
Go through a season not knowing who they are.
Okay, so let me flip that a different way. Which teams do you think know themselves really well that you think stand out then in that respect?
The Pistons.
Yeah, it's Pistons.
Why? Tell me why the Celtics and why the Pistons.
I don't know. They just they know what they're doing. Like they're like, okay, we have our defenders here, our guard is here, Jalen Durant here. They just execute well and they do what they need to do.
What about you, Devin? What you got to add?
Yeah, the Pistons, they're focused on playing good defense, rebounding, and being aggressive, and it's worked for them so far, and it worked for them last year, and they doubled down, and they're dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah, I think identity crisis can be problematic and very costly, especially down the road. So if people don't have one, they better figure it out soon. But if they don't, it could cost them down the road. Is Wemby already a top 10 player? Would you already put him on that list? Really?
Yes.
For
top
sure?
5. He's a top 5 player.
Top 5. Who else would you put on the top 5 with him?
Jokic, Doncic, SGA, and Giannis. Although Anthony Edwards, you could argue Anthony Edwards could take Wemby's spot, but I wouldn't press that issue.
You cannot argue Jalen Brown.
He could. He's fighting his way in there for sure.
Reese, anything else you will alter with that list or just that?
Well, I mean, I don't agree with the numbers, but
Say that again?
did you number them, Devin?
No, I mean, I didn't number them, but the order I said them in was, I mean, I think Giannis is better than Luka. I think SGA is the second best player in the league, and I'd say that Wemby's the fifth best player in the league.
Reese, how would you number?
I would say SGA is the best player in the league. I would say Jokic is the second best. I'd say Giannis is the third. Luka's the fourth. And then I'd probably go Wemby at 5, yeah. If not him, then I'd go Jalen Brown, and then I'd go Wemby, then I'd go Ant. But Ant for me is 7.
Okay.
5 and 6 between Jalen Brown and
Yeah, he dropped 22 points and 10 rebounds against Milwaukee not very long ago. We'll see. Let's see how this all plays out. But I mean, he definitely is poised in a lot of ways. You know, impact matters. Top 10, though, means that you're consistent, that you have late game control, and you have playoff dominance. So we'll see how all that plays out down the stretch here. But he is an incredible talent. I'll give him that. Arizona, is it a real juggernaut, or is it just January sort of mirage going on? How do you feel about Arizona?
when Gilbert Arenas' son comes back, I think they'll be very dangerous, and hopefully he gets to play and increase the stock so that he can go to the NBA and get picked.
Devin, what do you like about them? I like their defense and their rebounding.
I don't care that much about college football either, to be honest. I just care more about the pros.
But why? I'm curious. You don't feel like it's more virgin sports, that it's like it's unedited? It's just a lot more to it? Because I love March Madness.
I think the reason why I can't get into really either of them that much is because of the parody. And I like to enlighten the history of a sport when I get invested in a sport, and there's too much history in both of those sports I don't really care about. I know a decent amount about college basketball history and college football history, but I never really care to keep up with it unless we're talking about prospects. It doesn't pique my interest, and I have other sports that I care about more that take up more of my time.
The only one I don't watch is college football, but I watch college basketball.
Yeah. All right. Well, women's basketball in college is usually amazing. And the WNBA now has actually been getting quite a bit of attention and watch viewership as compared. So we're going to have to do a little bit of women's sports. God forbid my children should do that. What are your thoughts about the women's basketball as a sport, actually? Like, do you respect it?
Yes.
Reese, what about you?
Yeah, I respect it. I just don't
Yeah.
watch it.
You don't watch it? All right. Well, we got to try to make a little bit of an effort to watch it, because I feel like there's a lot of great basketball happening there, and it just kind of gets shut out, and I don't think that's fair to the women. So as a woman, I'm putting that plug out there, and I'm going to try to see if y'all will help me with that. If my sons will help me with that, we shall see. I have a female friend who is a fanatic of basketball, so I am forced to watch more basketball than I would care to earlier on in the season. And then NBA had its first regular season in Berlin, Germany. Everybody going overseas these days looking for extra fans. How you feel about that? One of y'all moving to Germany? Reese, you gonna go to Germany and play basketball if you need to?
Yeah, I would actually.
I know you would. You would be up there in a hot second over there learning some German, and I don't know, eating what they eat and dancing some German music.
Definitely.
That would mean I have to now fly to Germany to see you. It's not enough that I got to drive in a snowstorm to come see you play basketball. You want me to now fly to Germany?
Yep.
Man, okay. I'll do what I got to do. What else we got to talk about in basketball? Anything else that I'm missing? Top 3 women's basketball stories. TCU wins on a buzzer beater.
If not, it's get as close as you can for 2.
On a inbound, Silva for 3 in the win. There it is! TCU with the dagger, and it comes from Marta Suarez, the team leader in threes.
And Suarez has popped to that spot all night. Missed a few here in the second half, but immediately when she needed it.
I gotta commit. I am committing right here that I am about to get locked in on women's basketball specifically, because I want to talk about it more. Virginia Tech rolls into back-to-back wins, and UConn versus LSU, big game coming up. So I'm on it. I'm gonna commit to doing that to myself because I want something different. And women's basketball is it. Let's do straight predictions. Before we do that, thank y'all for coming back. It's turning to 2026. We got all kind of interesting things coming out. Follow mycontrolroom.com. Gonna be a lot of fire podcasts coming out of our studio. You don't want to miss it. For real, for real. What did y'all think of the studio? Say a few words. Devin first.
It looked good. I got to see it right before it opened when it was all put together. For the most part, it was still in a bit of a stage of getting ready, but a lot of progress was made in a very short amount of time. And obviously, big thanks to the people who were working on it and spending their hours there. They're much appreciated.
That's awesome. Which room would you want to record in? Which studio you like the best for if you were recording?
I don't want to pick one. It's like choosing between my babies.
Very politically correct answer. I love it. Reese, your mama taught you well.
Well, no, it was nice. It was fun. It was cool to see. A lot of work, time and energy was put into it. So it was nice. It was fun to see all that come to fruition. A lot of time, energy, and effort put into it. So yeah, definitely exciting and cool.
Awesome. Yeah. And the opening day was fun. We're gonna have another exposure, 3 more exposure events.
Have you been thinking about starting a podcast or leveling up your content? If you're in the tri-state area, Control Room in Jersey City is the place to create. High-tech equipment, 3 unique recording studios, your vibe, your vision, your voice. Learn more on mycontrolroom.com.
Hi, I'm Racheal. You're watching What Your Mama Didn't Tell You, the podcast. If you like what you're hearing, please comment, like, and subscribe.